Welcome to Full-Time Devils. I'm Adam McKola, stood in the rain around the corner from White Hart Lane where Manchester United have gone and lost yet again. Our unbeaten run ended against Arsenal and we've gone and followed it up with another defeat. Absolutely poor performance from Manchester United today as well. Regardless of whether you're resting players, you're playing a weakened side, you've got a Europa League final coming up. This was not the performance Manchester United needed. It was a shocking performance. And Jose Mourinho needs to take the blame for that. And only Jose Mourinho. I know a lot of people have been talking about the performances of certain players. Wayne Rooney, the goal scorer today, but he was absolutely dog shit in his all-round performance. And the same could be said about Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, who were poor yet again for Manchester United. But Jose Mourinho has to take the blame here. He has to take the blame now. I know he's put all those eggs in the Europa League basket, which, you know what, anything can happen in the final and we're not definitely going to win that. But resting players does not mean you play this shit football. Resting players does not mean you do not attack players and teams. We've been up against Spurs, City and Arsenal and we've scored 1 goal in 3 games. That is shocking. That is poor. That is not good enough for a Manchester United side. Spurs are Spurs. This is Spurs' greatest side ever. They're acting like they've won the league here. But let's be honest, this Spurs team haven't won anything. So who are they really? We're coming here and we're just giving up 3 points like we're playing against Barcelona or Real Madrid. It's an absolute shambles from Man United. And Nigel's saying in the comments that I look sad. And I am sad, not because of the result. I could have predicted us losing against Tottenham Hotspur today, but because of the performance, but because of the mentality of the team today, it's just not good enough. And I kind of feel like Jose Mourinho doesn't care if we lose games. You don't care if we lose games. Are you serious? You're manager of Manchester United. You have away fans travelling from up and down the country every single week, filling out away ends, their best away support in Europe. And yet we've been to 2 of our biggest away games of the season in the last week. We've had such shit performances. That's not right, man. And I know a lot of you are going to say, Adam, why are you moaning? Give the manager a break, this, that, and the other. And look, I'm happy with Jose Mourinho. I'm happy with the foundations he has built. And if Manchester United get Champions League football, then ultimately it's been good enough. But I'm not happy with this poor football. No one wants a result. Did any of our players today expect to score or win? No. None of them players were expecting to win today. Did any of those players, were those players given a plan to go out there and win the game? Nope, not in my opinion. And that's what I fucking hate. I know it's all on Europa, as Samik says in the comments. I know it's all on Europa, but it shouldn't be all on Europa. And United, even if we have to rest 11 players, shouldn't be playing with this toothlessness that we have been playing with. It's poor, man. It's so poor. And it only goes to show, Kolka mentioned why Pogba was missing in the comments. It only goes to show just how much we do miss Paul Pogba in that midfield. Our midfield is shit without Pogba and Herrera. Let's be real. Wayne Rooney's finished for Manchester United. Yes, he scored today, another goal since his return to the starting lineup. But Wayne Rooney is finished for Manchester United. But today we played with a team that had Mata, Rooney, Lingard, Carrick, and we didn't create anything for Anthony Martial. He had 1 or 2 opportunities to do something, and he looked good when he did get on the ball. But we didn't create nothing for him. Imagine if we actually played to his strengths. But yet, Jose will probably come out and say Anthony Martial had a bad game. Mate, play him to his strengths. Play him to his strengths. Adal's saying I'm being too negative. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. What do you think?
United fan, Spurs fan? United fan, yeah?
Yeah.
I've been having a little moan on here.
Oh yeah, well, we weren't particularly good, definitely. I thought the first half was probably one of our worst this season, but second half, definitely noticeable when Mickey and Herrera came on, but pretty poor. But we've been poor the last 5-6 games.
I know that. I've been saying, like, I don't mind if we have to focus on Europa League. I don't mind if we put our eggs in the Europa basket. But resting players, does that mean we have to play with this turgid football?
Well, I agree. I don't understand the point, and that's the thing. When it changed, when like Rashford had a couple of chances, it puts them under pressure, and it relieves the back 4 in the midfield. And in the first half, we didn't have that at all. I think, if I'm honest, even in the Europa League, like in the week, we were pretty poor. We did probably do enough to win, and we did win, but...
Do you think the fixtures are taking their toll, or is that an excuse?
No, I think the fixtures probably have. They played a ridiculous amount of football last month. But yeah, but I'd just like to say credit to all the United fans. We were quality today, best atmosphere of the season in away games. And also, I don't know if you agree, but the Spurs atmosphere was probably the best we've seen at away days this week.
It's like they won the league, innit?
Yeah, it's like they won the league, and they celebrated like they won the league as well. But there you go.
Legend, get on your tram. See you later, mate. Nice one. Oh, man, it is absolutely pissing down here, as you can see. It's kind of like my mood. Look. Let me just rewind a little bit. I am not saying Mourinho needs to go. I am not saying we need to get on the manager's back. But what I am saying is I expect a little bit more from Manchester United. I expect a little bit more from our players. I expect a little bit more from our manager. And I expect him to demand a little bit more from our team. He hasn't been doing that. Yes, we're resting players. Yes, we've got a big crunch Europa League final coming up. But that is not an excuse for these dog shit performances. Anyway, Castan's not happy with Smalling's. Sebastian says we have to win the Europa, and we do have to win the Europa. And you know what? When I look at it this way, yeah, a lot of people are talking about Spurs and how they've had a great season this season, and they've had great this, great that. They've won absolutely fuck all. They finished second in the league and won nothing. United could end it with 2 trophies. And for that reason, I best shut up and stop moaning and get out of this fucking rain. See you later.